Good evening, y'all. Did you miss us? Welcome back to another dope episode of the Phat Girl Chronicles, where we get all up in your business and discuss the topics that matter to us most. Matter to us most. Each and every Tuesday, right here on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We over there live tonight. Listen, you can find us on all of your podcast streaming platforms. Shout out to Sarkarius Media Group for allowing us to stream live on their platform tonight, and all of the hosts who have us streaming on their platform as well. We want to thank y'all. And tonight's conversation we're having is Neo Soul and the Sound of Healing. Why did it disappear? Where did it go? I am your girl, Leo Rochelle. It's me. What's good, y'all? How you doing?
Yo. What's going on?
What's good?
How you doing?
What it do, boo?
Hey, in the building. It looks like it's me and the fellas tonight. So, right here next to me up top is none other than Sir Moses up in this thing. What up, sir?
I'm all right. We here. How y'all doing?
Okay. You hyping us up? You hyping yourself up?
I'm hyping myself. Leave me alone.
How you doing? How we doing?
How y'all doing?
What we doing? Where we at? Where we going? How we doing?
Hey.
It sound like a song to me. Down here at the bottom, we got none other than the music man himself, the mouth magic moment, Mr.
What's up, good folks? What's going on?
The mouth moments, aka.
But I can't be magical. I can be magical.
Okay. Giving the girls the magic stick. Okay. All right. And none other, we got our favorite licensed drug dealer in this thing with us tonight. We got none other than Doc J.
Hello. How y'all doing? Hallelujah.
Doc, we're not about to.
I'm mad that he just did that.
Hallelujah.
We is not about to play with you.
Free Tyler.
Hey, T-Ron. What up, baby? Yes, he came in here with Tyler Perry to begin with. What's good, everybody?
Hey, y'all ain't about to do.
As y'all see, we are talking about Neo Soul. And we're going to tap into it from a couple of different perspectives tonight. We're going to tap into it from our favorites and then winding it down. You know, we're going to talk about the ones that's our favorites, the ones that's overlooked, the ones that's low key, and the ones that didn't get the attention they deserved. Okay? So, do y'all enjoy Neo Soul, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
definitely.
I do.
Definitely.
Okay. What y'all be listening to? Tell me what y'all be listening to.
One of my favorites is Mr. Eric Roberson.
I did know that.
Eric Roberson. Demo, of course.
Yep, Demo.
Oh, man. Zoe, the tall guy. Foreign exchange.
Okay.
Foreign exchange is phenomenal.
I like Foreign Exchange.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to Foreign Exchange, please go check them out. Moonchild is amazing.
Mm-hmm. I like Moonchild too. Some of my favorites are Lettucey, BJ the Chicago Kid. I love Sir. And that's why we wasn't here last week. I actually got to go see Sir in concert. Baby, it was a time. It was a vibe. It was everything. It was just what a nigga needed. That's how good it was. It had me. It was a reset. It was the reset that I needed a little bit.
The reset is always good for the soul.
Absolutely. It was such a good time. It wasn't no fights, it wasn't no arguing, it wasn't nothing going on. Now,
Probably some
although it was
fucking
some
going
people
on.
trying to get a little too cozy on the, you know, in the arena area.
That's what I said.
Some
I'm
concerts
sure when he
like
sang some of them songs, there's probably some fucking going on.
yeah, they was
Or
a
some hunching.
little, you know.
Some hunching. Some
But
kindergarten
also, when you
lunchroom
got
line
them
hunching.
standing room only concerts, you can't be doing all of that moving and grooving and trying to be all up on somebody. We in here, tight as sardines, sir. Chill
That's the
out.
reason. But that's the reason, though. You're tired of sardines.
Right. But you invading everybody's personal space, trying to be all up under your person. Get up off my feet, because I'm going to tap you real fast. Excuse me. Personal space. I need it.
Wow.
Wow, what? You gotta respect people's personal space. I don't give a damn about y'all trying to hunch on each other. Do that at home.
As long as I don't go out. It's getting too crowded.
My personal space. Like, ain't no reason your arm should be right here in my face.
Yeah, it's getting too crowded.
Nah.
It's getting a little claustrophobic. Wait a minute.
So, but yeah, sir. I love the internet, Solange. I fucks with Solange. Keon Dixon, Tiana Taylor. I don't know. Yeah, she might not necessarily be neo soul, but some of her music.
I think the way they're doing that is such a mashup of it. It's like a mashup of neo soul and R&B.
Yeah. It's a combination of the two. So yeah, that's pretty much what neo soul came from, was R&B, and it was like a side venture from R&B and hip hop during the 90s. It was just like it had its own sound, so it had to have its own name. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like when you think about neo soul, it's like a fusion type of.
They ain't know what to call it.
Yeah, they ain't know what to call it. It was a you know what, T-Ron, we not finna do that because I ain't seen it, but it's a fusion. It's a fusion of soul, jazz, funk, and Afrocentric consciousness is how they describe it. Right. Okay. He said neo soul was peak Black music, and I feel like we didn't know how good we had it in the early 2000s. Listen,
I agree.
Silk is R&B, but they also kind of like right there on the verge too. They like right there on that a little bit. If you listen to some of their later albums, they kind of they still on the R&B side, but they got some of the ones that kind of fold into that a little bit.
They right in the groove. Yeah,
they right there. Like if you're listening to their later albums, they right there in that little groove. You said one thing Tiana can't do is act like a detective.
Hey, let's talk about that for about 3.5 seconds.
Wait, nope, not yet. Not yet.
Okay. All right.
Let her be, man. Let her be.
They have since trashed the word neo, though. Yeah, so they don't even use it as, they don't even describe it as that anymore. Like it's a lot of, I don't know. Like when you're listening to the radio, I didn't even ask y'all fellas what Doc and Moses, what's y'all favorite neo soul artist?
I'm a Raheem Devine fan.
Come on.
I got to
listen. My favorite song by Raheem is You.
Yeah, Raheem Devine. And of course, Floetry.
Yeah, I was a Floetry fan. I'm not a big fan of neo soul, but if I had to partake, I go with the quintessential, the default Sade. You can't go wrong with that. Okay. Cannot go wrong with Sade.
Fact.
Cherish the day. Okay.
Yeah, definitely give you that
vibe. And then some one more person that I know I like I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had to, somebody taught me his music, was Dwale.
Dwale, dope.
Like I didn't.
You saying Dwele or Wale?
Dwale.
Dwelle.
Yeah, Dwelle.
Same tomato.
Yeah.
No,
eggs,
that's two different people,
12.
sir.
I
No,
mean,
no, Wale.
Moses,
I
I
know.
got
Listen,
you.
I said Dwale. I put
Moses,
the
I got
D.
you. I know what you were saying.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
put
6
the
and
D
1
in front
hand,
of it.
half a
Because
dozen
it
another.
sound when he initially said it sounded like he said Wale. So I had to make sure he was saying two different people because it sounded like he said Wale. That's why I had to ask. Sir.
He didn't forget to bring the D. I heard it.
Pause.
Hey,
Big pause.
I've been gone for 2 weeks.
I was
I'm
waiting
stupid.
for this.
I'm stupid today. I've been gone for 2 weeks. I need to catch up.
Okay. But can we talk about how Neo Soul gave us a space to like truly get into the groove of love and being vulnerable and and kind of take those moments of love. Oh, I almost forgot my favorite was Kendrick, the Family Soul.
Oh yeah.
They're good.
And
And how
nobody,
those
we didn't even mention Jill Scott, did we?
No, we did not.
listen, we didn't forget them. They on my list.
Because
they on my notes.
honestly, like they're like the top. Like they're always being mentioned. Like if you say Neo Soul,
yeah, they on
die.
my notes. So we're gonna get to the Jills
they're
and
always being
Erykahs and
mentioned.
Indias. But we're gonna talk about first how like Neo Soul just gave us that space to truly like be in love or talk about love or talk about spirituality even too, because we forget that Neo Soul includes some of those spiritual reflective songs and things like that. Like we talking about the Jills and Erykahs, you know.
Mr. NDI.
Yeah, like India.Arie, I Am Not My Hair,
Anthony Davis,
all of that good stuff. Yeah, we gonna get to the Mount Rushmore before we get up out of here.
That's gonna be a big mountain.
He said, "I hate how Musiq Soulchild has no skip albums but can't perform live for shit." Oh wow.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Musiq Soulchild.
I think he does better in intimate settings. Like I've seen him in the big stage and I've seen him in intimate settings. Intimate settings, he does great. Big shows, for some reason, it just don't work out.
Yeah, he can't do big venues.
Yeah, it don't translate.
He can't do a Coliseum. That's just like that.
Like if you go see him at your city winery, it's gonna be good.
Him in a Coliseum don't even sound right.
No, but I'm just saying.
Hear me out. Not to say that he couldn't sell out or like, but Musiq Soulchild's his music is for intimacy, like intimate settings, intimate connections, and all of that kind of stuff. I couldn't really see Musiq like being in a bigger arena simply because I think those big ass arenas would drown him out as far as like the type of music, if that makes any sense.
No, you're right. But like,
and I think it's the same.
Yeah, I think he just needs to stick to his smaller venues. Like if it's no more than 100 people, 7,500 people.
Yeah.
Like you just said, city winery. Like if he does a city winery, he's great. But I think if he does anything bigger than that,
I've never seen him in concert or in a or anything like that. So I hope at some point he come back out so I can catch him.
Yeah. He's actually been on tour this summer with he's on tour with Joe and
Tamia.
No, not Tamia. What's his name? Chocolate Man. What's his name? Erykah Badu.
Yeah. Chocolate legs. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I'm like, who?
That's what I'm going about. Damn.
Yeah.
Musiq Soulchild, Joe, and Erykah Badu. Is that a good? That's a lineup. It's not a bad lineup.
That might be a good ass lineup though. If you're trying to go be all close on somebody.
Yeah, it's not a bad lineup. That's why I had to put it in my head. Like that's not a bad lineup.
It's a good show.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
I love some Joe.
Yeah, I think like T-Ron said, like back in the early 2000s and all of that, we really had some great fucking music. Even considering like, you know, how they used to talk about, oh, yeah, they ain't got no good music no more. No, we had great music. Even R&B and soul.
I think all categories was great. All categories.
Yeah, they were like really
hip-hop,
good.
like, remember, you used to be able to blend everything together. You used to be able to go through everything. Hip-hop, R&B, neo soul, everything was great.
And I think what happened in the 2000s was the fact that those people didn't know how to label it, so they didn't want us to believe that we had great R&B music, so they labeled it neo soul. If you think about some of the topics and some of the love that they were singing about, it was basically R&B, but it just had like somewhat of a different feel, but it was soulful, but they just threw the neo on it instead of just calling it and kind of gave it its own category. It's really R&B to me. He's just soulful.
That's pretty much what T-Ron said. The songwriting was so strong in neo soul. Right. It was
great pen.
Like the songwriting, you can imagine literally everything that they would talk about. You know what I'm saying? When it came down to neo soul, it just put you in that space of comfort. You know, where you can't be hard and thugged out when you listen to the neo soul. So it puts you at this level of relaxation and chill that you couldn't do it with other music. You know, R&B absolutely will take you there, but also neo soul was just a tinge over that R&B where you had to just go ahead and let your guard down.
It's good for smoking. If you're smoking, man. Neo soul.
He says it's good for smoking. It is.
It is.
Even like I'm not a smoker, but I could understand that.
That was my favorite. Like when I used to smoke, that was my favorite thing to do. Smoke and listen to music, and then let the music take me away, and then I would paint or create my ass off to some neo soul. That's why my paintings used to be so bomb, because I was up here listening to neo soul, smoking weed.
Using your creative space.
Hell yeah, that's how I be like. I miss it. I need that feeling again. You know. But you could listen to those songs, and even some of the ones now, like Legacy is still one of my favorites. Yes. She has always been one of my favorites. Jill, Erykah, D'Angelo. Like a lot of people are asleep on D'Angelo and the Messiah's album. I can't think of the name off the top. Yeah. But it's a song on there called Really Love. Oh my God.
That shit like 15 minutes long, ain't it? But that shit be so
good. It ain't that long. It just feel like it's long.
I think that's my favorite song on the album.
I be replaying the shit out of that. That's why I like riding by myself, because I'll put a song on and just have that one song looping
right,
all
fucking 45 minutes, that one song be playing.
Right. They be like, then we just, that's why I like, sometimes when I'm in the car and I really want to hear a song, I put my earbuds in, because I need to hear this song 900 times today. And I'm put my earbuds in because I'm going to be having passages and all of that. So listening to that all day, I could literally do that. I do that sometimes when I'm at home, just looping the same song.
Yeah.
That's also, sometimes it feels like therapy a little bit. Helps you get your thoughts
across. For sure. Definitely music can definitely be therapy. Mm-hmm. The right song that hits you right in the right moment and something that you're going through in your life, and they be singing the lyrics and it kind of pertains to what you're going through. Oh my God.
What is this symbol, T-Ron? I can't see what that is. I done had to lean into the computer to try to see what that was. Maybe that's about hunching.
What are you talking about?
I think that's what that little symbol might mean. I can't see it though.
What little symbol?
And between about and but. Oh, a lady blowing smoke. Yeah, that don't transfer well on screen. I'm up here like, what is that? And he said D'Angelo without Angie. Nah. Well, listen, that song really love. Listen, it's a whole fucking thing. And absolutely, that's one of the songs I'm gonna loop. We gonna play loop de loop. Here we go loop de loop. Here we go loop de la. Okay, because that's one of the songs that's gonna get you right where you need to be. But since we talking about, right where we need to be and all of that, and we talking about D'Angelo and the Erykahs and the Jills, who would you all consider your holy trinity as far as neo soul? The three.
Wow, that's a rough one.
Three.
Yeah.
The holy trinity.
Holy Trinity. So for me, I want to go with Foreign Exchange, Eric Wilkinson. No man, I might just base this base. I might. God, that last one hard because there's so many people you want to put in there because I was like.
Based on what's right, what you feel is right. This your own thing. What you feel is right.
Because like you said, Raheem Devine, I love Raheem Devine, but even like the stuff before Raheem Devine came out on record, he used to do these mixtapes where he would take beats and write different songs to him and perform like a mixtape. And that's when I first heard about him. It's like a cross between him, Anthony David.
Oh, I ain't listened to Anthony David in forever.
Man, it's so many. And Dwelle first album was like on repeat.
Ooh, hold on, I had to go to my dang on music app because I ain't heard Anthony David in forever. I got to pull up a song. That way I could listen to it. That's when when we did that show 2 weeks ago. And I wrote down, here go my little notepad right here, still with all that shit on it. Man, the way I was listening to songs the next day, I was like, my God, I needed to sit at home and make a playlist all day based on the stuff
right.
About 2 weeks
ago.
You
go through and get something, man. Like if you never listen to Foreign Exchange is dope. And actually, Foreign Exchange, from the extension of Foreign Exchange, is
I don't know why he just popped up in my head. It's a song in particular, but I'm thinking not as my holy trinity, but he just randomly popped in my head, and I think he's more R&B than anything. But Jesse Powell.
Okay. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I think he's more R&B, but
he is more R&B.
Yeah, he just literally came to mind when Pop said Anthony David. I'm like, oh my God, like that was around that time frame, It was a song that he had. Then she wasn't last night. If there was your girlfriend, then she wasn't last night. I don't know why that song came into my head when Pop said Anthony David, but I knew there was a difference. But the three that came up the most as far as being the Holy Trinity were Erykah Badu, D'Angelo, and Maxwell. Those were the three that came up the most, okay? Y'all in the comments, don't beat me. I didn't make the rules. I didn't put that together.
Wikipedia put down. That's definitely what Wikipedia put down too.
Huh?
Wikipedia put that down too.
Yeah, like those was the three that came up the most as far as like the Holy Trinity for Neo Soul. So, what do you guys think was the thing that turned the knob or broke the knob for those 3 artists?
So what makes I was gonna say one of the dopest artists in neo soul, in that neo soul category, is Phonte. Because Phonte is the lead singer for Foreign Exchange and writer. He's one of the writers, and he's also raps with the rapper Pooh Bear. He's a rapper. He raps with Pooh Bear. I forgot what the name of their group is, but he's known for his rap, and he's also created albums. Him and Eric have done collab albums, which is he's so versatile. Phonte is a versatile, dope artist. Check out if you haven't checked them out. Check out Phonte. Check out Phonte. Phonte is a dope. He spells his name Phonte. Phonte.
Yes, I just listened to him the other day. Somebody sent me a couple of his songs. Yeah, I got a friend that's all we do, like throughout all day long. Throughout the day, we just exchange.
And the rap group is called Little Brother. The rap group is called Little Brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little Brother, that's an old rap group.
They still be rocking. They out of North Carolina.
I've heard of them before. Okay. So let's see what T-Ron said. He said, I'm going to go with Erykah, Jill, and Angie for the ladies, Anthony, Maxwell, and Raphael Sadiq for the fellas. And then he said, swap Raphael for music.
It's all preference.
But Raphael Sadiq, I don't know. I like that's he makes my he's on my Ralph Rushmore definitely. He's really creative.
And then he said Lauryn Hill is the supreme with her one album ass.
Damn.
Listen, I feel like Lauryn could have been so much bigger and done so many more things.
So much.
I wondered, like, I'm gonna want to do a deep dive of that one day. Like, what happened to her album? I mean, what happened to her as an artist in the industry? Like, why did it stop there?
Because she was on BBC After Dark topic a couple of weeks ago, stigmatized. That's what.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happened to her.
That's exactly what happened.
I'm like, damn, we talked about Lauryn.
Yeah, I sure did.
Stigmatized. She was busy. And got the goddamn Marley boy did something too.
Marley boy, yeah, for real. She just lost all her senses.
Like, they be talking about women putting roots on people. Them men know how to do it too. Put them root on them. Put that good root.
I'm telling you, she should have been like literally she was bigger than the Fugees, which is kind of hard to grasp because Wyclef really did pave a way, but she could have been bigger than Wyclef.
Yeah,
she was bigger than the Fugees.
I mean, she was on her own, and then she could have even been like bigger, overall, but even now with her trying to come back out or do the concerts and all of that other kind of stuff. Now, there's a difference between being an artist and being an ass. And a lot of times
she's an ass.
She uses her eccentric behavior or ways of being in order to excuse her as an artist. You can't create these concerts and things like that and then show up whenever the fuck you want to. This not that. This not a open mic night. So I think a lot of times just for her, like she could have been amazing, and had more music. But I mean, her one album still slaps to this day. Somebody send me the album. Somebody send me that album. Oh, it's really me and the fellas tonight.
Honestly, you could listen to her. That's the crazy thing. She has no skip. Like her albums from beginning to end.
In my world. She does.
Who don't have no skip?
Lauryn.
But I feel like with the
one album
three that we first mentioned was Erykah, D'Angelo, and Maxwell. Maxwell came out with the cool, sexy, sensual, but also fun. Like it still has some fun in his music. Yeah. Not fun ain't the right word.
His music made
he had adventure.
His music was gay. He was happy, gay.
Yeah, he had adventure in his music. Like when Till the Cops Come Knocking. You know what I'm saying? Like he was literally, hey. Is that Ladybug?
Yeah, that is Ladybug. My
congratulations, honey bun.
Thank you.
Sorry, y'all. We had to take a neo soul moment.
Was it
talking about neo soul music?
Maxwell had that adventure, that oomph, that
gayness,
that rowdy energy in it when he had his music. He was giving Prince on a
different level.
Yeah. Yes.
On a different level.
I
saw you was going there. He was on a different level.
He was giving Prince just neo soul type shit. And then unsung. Woo! Now, T-Ron, Bilal, and Guapale.
Definitely dope.
Listen, they were top tier, my favorites.
The funny thing
Bilal,
about it
he's still one of my favorites. He was actually just here last week, and his concert sold out so damn fast. He had 2 shows. They sold out so fast. I mean, literally, I saw it one day, went back the next day, the tickets was gone. I was like, yeah, damn. It was at the Jazz Kitchen here. So he's definitely one of them ones.
Yeah, Bilal is definitely on top.
Because now we get into like that, you talk about vocalists. You don't forget about Mr. Patterson. He's definitely top tier vocalist in that category with Bilal. Then you got Tweet, one of the top vocalists.
Oh, Tweet. She was good too.
Was she neo soul though, or was she?
I think Tweet was neo soulish because she wasn't R&B to me.
Yeah, she just had the one record that was done by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Timberland.
What's her song? Is it Beautiful?
Oh my God.
Get caught up. I got a fan of that song.
Well, one thing I gotta say about neo soul, I think everybody, their vocals was just so. It was different. That's why I think it had to be by itself because the vocals was just very.
That was different. So, like a lot of what neo soul did was like open the lane for people to be. I think neo soul was the part where it opened the lane for people to be natural.
Yeah.
You know, naturally themselves, very Afrocentric, very bohemian, very in your face with the self-love too.
I think neo soul also was like there was not studio artists.
No, they really had talent. You know, back then a lot of the artists had talent, like amazing fucking talent. And so there was the difference between that was the other difference between the R&B and the neo soul too. Neo soul was literally about the freedom of loving, the freedom of being, the freedom of, you know, all the things that came about. Jimmy Cozy, yes, I ain't letting it go. She's on my guy.
Yeah, that was Jimmy.
Although she nags me. And Jimmy was out here getting beat up, okay?
but can I say, but also I gotta say, like, this is one thing I noticed about the music industry, which I think they took away, which kind of killed the music. Videos were important back then too.
Hell yes. Very much so.
Because Jimmy Cozier was on BET every hour on the hour they played that video.
Videos is what connected you to the music and the artistry of the music.
Definitely.
Like now they just
It's nothing.
Like they were talking about trying to bring back 106 in Park for what?
Because what happened is, okay, so like that's how YouTube makes his money. So a lot of videos now, and like now the artists is responsible for their own videos. So they dropped all their videos on YouTube, and that's how they get the money.
Right, but I'm saying, what would be the point of 106 in Park, because they don't make videos like that no more.
Yeah, they do.
106 in Park.
They make plenty of videos. It's just not as creative.
Right, I'm saying, I'm talking about how videos used to be back in the day for us.
Oh, but
they used to be cinematic. They used to like Hype Williams.
Hype Williams, X, Little X. Like you used to know the director. Like you used to know the director.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like you knew who directed the video based on how it was. And Hype Williams had top notch videos. Videos back then used to have $1 million budgets. Okay.
You don't need that no more.
The music video was back in the day.
You don't need that no more.
Your iPhone recorded. You going with a $5,000 budget.
Yeah.
Because the videos now are kind of run down. Like everything looks cheesy. Yeah, everybody's shooting a video with an iPhone.
Yeah, because the iPhone made a camera that people can do movies on. So that's why we can't do a music video.
Yeah. But the editing looks, but then you find a cheesy editor from probably on Fiverr to put it together for you, and it doesn't.
Not people out here getting video producers
you can just
now.
Come
I don't mind nobody making the most
I'll
of
edit
their
it
money,
for you.
But come on,
I'll get you right. Sarcarragis.com.
Look at the
services tab. Hit the services tab. I will edit your videos. Okay.
Lord,
I guarantee you a 3-day turnaround.
Yo,
over the summer. That's over the summer.
Yo, definitely over the summer. Yeah, during school year.
You know, you
have to put that disclaimer. You got to put that disclaimer.
If you start shooting videos today, I got you by the weekend. I promise you.
Lord,
call him Nino Brown.
But can we talk about T-Ron said, and can we also forget about how we couldn't escape Jaheim? Jaheim was everywhere.
Jaheim was everywhere.
Jaheim.
Like, but that's what I'm talking about. Like Jaheim, like I wouldn't put him in the neo soul cap. I thought he was just R&B.
You know me.
Yeah, I thought he was R&B.
You know me.
He was definitely more
hater. Okay, we not gonna act like everybody that was popping back in the neo soul era had talent. Okay,
they did.
No,
who did?
Bro, stop it. Okay,
it was. Here go Mr. Cynical. Come on, who did?
That's what I'm saying. If you had a raspy voice,
who did,
and some type of look, you was gonna be on. That's all I'm saying.
Nah,
that's not
tell
true.
us who couldn't sing.
Tell me who couldn't sing.
AOU.
Not the raspy voice.
Did he just say AOU?
AOU.
But that was his thing, though.
Must be not. Yeah. You can't sing.
That was his. Yes, you can. That was his thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he made it work.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about Life Jennings? I'm like, about Life Jennings. AOU? Like
he's talking about Life. Yeah, that's how he started all his songs, though.
Yeah. Like, no. And okay. I love Lauren.
I think he could sing, he could carry a note, but I think his writing was more prevalent than.
That's all I'm saying.
Right, but you said didn't have talent. That nigga had talent.
No, because the way y'all talking, like, oh, that song there. No, some songs need to.
I'm sorry. There's not one song Life Jennings did I didn't like. I liked.
Of course you did. It's okay.
Wait, so let me, Pablo. You always questioning somebody else's. You like T-Ron. He do that same shit. And you're not gonna tell me that you really like that song. Yes, the fuck I did.
And truth be told, Lauren was mid. That's all I'm
all right, get your ass.
You said Lauren was mid?
Truth be told, on the singing side, Lauren was mid.
What? Oh wow.
So,
as a rapper?
No.
Yeah, she was there.
You always come with people being mid. And I know I need to know what your standards are, because if Lauren was mid for neo soul back in the 90s.
You see what I'm saying? That neo soul is covering her. You put Lauren Hill anywhere else, she mid. That's all I'm saying.
Who? But remember, Lauren was not always neo soul. She was actually a hip hop artist.
Exactly. I said the rapping side, she liked that. That singing side, that's all I'm saying. Where you put her at in singing?
Top
10? No.
T-Ron said, not for nothing. Even Janet had some neo soul super hits because she was so popular. That On and On track with two Q-tips still gets fun. Absolutely.
Facts.
Yeah. That's the way love goes.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, that's the way love goes. Yeah.
You wouldn't put Lauren in your top 20. That's all I'm saying.
I would.
You crazy.
I would put Lauren in my top 20.
Nah.
I would.
Top 20 of what?
Why you arguing with him though? He said he would.
Nah.
Top 20 of what? Female singer or R&B?
Because her vocals is that's all I'm saying.
Her vocals is
vocals are good.
Bro, first of all, she wasn't even the best singer in Sister Act 2. Okay? We ain't gonna do this, okay? Because Shorty blew her.
Why you who was the hold on? Who was the best singer in
Shorty that was singing with her?
I was about to say now, if he's talking about in Sister Act, old girl was a better singer than Lauren.
That's all I'm saying.
But she didn't make it nowhere. So here we are, back to where we talking about.
You talking about the one that was singing at the piano?
Yep.
The piano moment?
Yep, you know it.
That was AI. That was AI.
No, sis can blow, and they even did a thing recently, and she still can sing.
No, I know what you're talking about.
But
Lauren
right
was
now,
sick that
we
day.
ain't listening.
She had a look. She put that honey on that Adam's apple, so she was a little sick that day.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
T-Ron said Hype and Missy made magic, but they also had multi-million-dollar budgets. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Alicia Keys was popping, and she wasn't like that beyond playing keys and being light bright.
What the Keys struggling though in that live performance?
Flowing into this motherfucking Negative Nancy came over here.
He popped up on the screen.
Yeah. Dang, Pop done left.
Absolutely. And he produced a lot of music too. He produced a lot of music. The dude that played on Sister Act, he produced a lot of music and all of that kind of stuff. I think he still does music.
He produced a lot of stuff. Like I didn't know he produced that much. I didn't know.
He produces a lot.
He produces a lot. And he writes a lot.
When it comes down to like neo soul in general, going back to hold on, what was the comment?
Well, your biggest black said top 20 vocalists.
Yeah, he was asking.
Is that female vocalists?
He was asking Pablo, you talking about top 20 vocalists or top 20 overall?
Yeah, ain't she nowhere near overall.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in that category. Not overall. No.
I'ma just say, as far as Lauryn Hill, no, simply because it's so many other artists that I like over Lauryn, like Jasmine,
Letty,
all of that. So
I guess
think
you gotta
more R&B.
I guess you gotta put the category.
T-Ron, I'm finna send you the link. You need to come on here.
Thank you.
Donald Jones is R&B.
He's Common.
Yeah, he's R&B, strictly R&B.
Yeah, Common is hip hop.
Yeah,
and see, sometimes that's where the line crosses.
That's where the line crosses, though.
Right. Yeah, sometimes
Common could do neo soul
sometimes
too.
it be neo soul, depending on the way it's delivered.
Common was hip hop until he met that green-eyed devil.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
After that, he turned to neo soul.
Wow.
Who are you, sir?
Okay. Andre 3000 was hip hop.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. Erykah Badu she had her knee in a lot of people's back.
Whoa, Amy
Winehouse. Now we talking something talking.
Amy Winehouse above
Yes.
Hill?
Yes. Not even close. Not even close to me.
I have to go listen. I ain't never really listened.
I mean, Amy and Winehouse album, her first album was solid though. Like,
let me go find it. That's my homework tonight.
I put a Della above on Hill.
It was soulful, like very, like she put, you could tell she was going through something. That new drugs were kicking in. Like drugs were kicking in.
Back to Black, that's her album.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Now he said first album.
Her first album.
But Gaga. I put Gaga
that is the first
here.
one, I'm guessing, because this one say Frank. And
damn.
Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga? No, Lady Gaga can sing.
We're talking about motherfucking. We are talking about Neo Soul.
Okay,
first no.
If you watch,
you like you just said, it's the way it's delivered. Lady Gaga probably could do some soulful shit.
Okay, so you talking about Frank? Okay, that's what I'm like. Okay.
But that second one fire too. But if you watch Lady Gaga's concert,
I'm gonna listen to Frank tonight and tomorrow. But look, what's funny is
the behind the scenes
that under Amy Winehouse album, it said you might also like. Look who's there: Etta James and Lauryn Hill. Ooh.
Underneath Amy Winehouse.
It's because it says you may also like.
That don't mean they secondary.
Underneath.
That don't
mean
it
says you may also like.
That white girl
Etta James,
you Pablo, he came in. He really messed up the flow.
Nina Simone, right? We not gonna get on here arguing with you, Pablo. We had what like
y'all are arguing with a black man that didn't like Black Panther.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
This the nigga that don't like dressing. He likes stuffing.
This just like saying he coming on here saying Angel Reese's the
goat.
GOAT.
I like dressing. Okay.
You saying Angel Reese's the GOAT. Bye.
No.
Yo, Pop said you arguing with somebody who like Black Panther.
We was over here vibing. We was having good conversation. Everybody was mellow.
You're the disruptor right now,
Pablo come on here with this chaotic ass energy.
Your light skin ass came in disrupted.
Doing what light skins do.
Oh,
go back in the house.
Pretty Ricky.
Go back in the house. We was outside chilling.
You really are the person that came out and messed up everybody on the stoop.
Yeah,
we
was in the.
Pablo's the one that dropped the blunt.
We was in the heat, chilling on the stoop, and you done came out here.
Hey, look, we outside listening to the blues. He inside listening to Elvis. He a house nigga in the house listening to Elvis.
Thank you. Eating our sippy cups and looking at us from the screen though.
Yo, Pablo's the reason.
We gonna die in 3 years, right? Trump gonna blow all this up.
All the time.
Yo, Pablo's the reason we gotta go back in the house right now.
Because we outside arguing and mama don't play that shit.
Yo, we outside past the street lights, and Pablo came out and made too much noise and made the parents realize we was outside.
Thank you.
That's him.
All us gotta eat nigga pies.
Trying to talk loud to get everybody in trouble instead of
everybody in trouble.
Cause I ain't
minding our business. And here come Pablo.
I'm up here standing.
Pablo was that nigga talking about, hey, they caught us. Y'all come on out.
Come on, y'all. We caught.
Wait, not the y'all come on out.
Yep.
Speaking all that French.
Yo, they caught him. He like, they caught us.
I'm in the bushes.
Go call your name. Hey, Moses, they called us. Moses.
Come down out the tree, Moses. Come down out the tree, bro.
You gonna tell the location too?
Yeah.
Yep.
You be the first one.
Yep. That third tree. You see that shoe at the bottom?
You gonna be the first one missing.
You see that white shoe? That's him.
Yep.
Right man, right Pablo, you had to mess it up.
Pablo came in here with motherfucking black Air Force Ones on. Well, all of us was over here just
with no socks.
We over here in our motherfucking chonklers, and he coming here with motherfucking black Air Force One energy
with glow in the dark shoes where everybody else got black.
I'm not gonna lie. Real talk. If you come around me with black Air Force, I kind of walk away from you. I'm gonna walk away from you slowly.
You got a wire. He wearing a wire.
When black people say "here you go," we all know what that means. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Come out here just being on bullshit. They found us head ass.
Damn,
I have to be the contrarian. Yo. Thank you for the word, T-Ron, because I was trying to find it earlier and it wouldn't come to the forefront. Hell.
Damn, Pablo.
Y'all talk about Mary J. Blige?
Nah, because she ain't Neo Soul.
Tripping over the stage.
She got a couple of them. She ain't got a whole lot, but she got a couple of them.
I know. Listen, we already know about the ones that fiddle. Like I said, they've been throwing people that fiddle with the line, but we're really talking about neo soul.
We talking about
like
neo
their whole
soul.
life. Oh, so like Marsha Ambrosius.
That ride the line.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
We mentioned Flowetry. Flowetry? Yeah.
No.
Flowis.
Marsha Ambrosius.
No, bro. Stop playing with yourself.
Flowis ain't one of them. The Flowis ain't one of them, bro. Mm-mm.
Yo, take him out the show.
No.
take your butt out.
There's a reason why my baby mother.
Hey, that was fun though. That was fun though. That was fun though. Y'all ain't have to do Pablo like that. God damn. Do Pablo like that. That's fun though. Why you do Pablo like that? God damn. Hey, Pablo, I don't condone that one. I didn't condone that one. God damn.
See what happened? See, I told y'all what was gonna happen. Okay, I lost weight. See how they treat me now since I lost the weight?
You lost weight? No, nigga, you start acting different. You start coming in here with your shirt off and shit.
I'm gonna change mine from free Tyler to free Pablo.
That was funny.
I got cheekbones now, so I can't be on the show no more. See, I told y'all it was gonna happen.
Dude, you said the Flowis was not what? The Flowis
she's a great poetic artist.
That's it. I'll give her that.
Yeah. But Flowetry is both of them is what made Flowetry, and that's what made it neo soul.
Yeah.
You can't say that Marsha Ambrosius by herself was neo soul when it came to Flowetry.
Because Marsha,
the group was. I mean, but I didn't know if y'all was speaking in terms of vocalists.
No. Yeah, like the vocals is Marsha.
That's what she does. Yeah, exactly. She is a vocalist. And she could be put R&B by herself.
Like what's up? I know about it.
What'd you say, Pop?
He breaking up real bad.
He breaking up real bad.
Yeah.
You got, what about Robin Thicke?
Robin Thicke.
That's
you act like he ain't soulful.
That was real life.
You acting like Robin ain't soulful. Outside of
he's
that,
not neo soulful. He's soulful, but he ain't neo soul.
Outside of that, that song he got sued for. Outside that song he got sued for. I'm just saying.
No,
he's soulful, but he's not neo soul.
He is
not neo soul.
He's not neo soul.
So he pumpkin pie. He not sweet potato pie.
What's neo soul? What's neo soul? Somebody wearing a hat that's too big and they got bongos in the back. What's neo soul?
You know what, Pablo?
Neo soul. You speaking in terms of Fonte, Fart Exchange, Eric Roberson, Emo Soul.
So something that be in the
poetry. Golden Tall guy. You know what I'm saying? Ryan
Devine. Vivian. Nobody said Vivian Green tonight either. Vivian
Green, definitely Vivian.
Selena Johnson.
Layla Hathaway.
India Arie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So anything that can be intermission in a poetry slam. That's what you're saying.
That's a vague way to put it.
Yeah, that's a vague. It is. It is.
They got like a talking part during the intermission and all that.
Anderson .Paak, Tony.
Whoa. Anderson .Paak is neo soul?
No.
I'm about to say you better put Robin Thicke in there if you go Anderson .Paak in there.
They put Anderson .Paak on there.
We about to take Moses off the show. That nigga about to say the Chronic 2 album was neo soul.
You made Leo.
Dr. Dre and Snoop.
Right. Danny Boy.
Boosie neo.
That third Jeezy album, that was neo soul. I promise you.
Nigga, hold on. You just ran. I made one mistake. My bad.
103 motivation.
Oh man.
Like they listed
first album.
They listed John Legend, and I didn't agree with that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, they listed John Legend.
I'm not a big John Legend fan. Not big John Legend.
Nah, John Legend ain't Neo. No.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I'm not a Hughes Maxwell fan.
Yeah.
But I like some of his songs.
Yeah.
Like I'm not an Eric Benet fan, but I like some of his songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not a huge Beyonce fan, but I like some of her songs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm not a Michael Jackson fan, but I like 2 of his songs.
Okay, we're not talking to you, nigga.
What?
Don't you ever say that about Michael Jackson.
I am so ready for this conversation with somebody on somebody's podcast that I can prove to you that Michael Jackson. I got the evidence. That's all I'm saying.
Michael Jackson's what?
He ain't
what?
He ain't what?
Ain't what?
In everything.
He mid?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Leo know. I don't talk about it no more. Leo know.
Nigga,
Who mid? Who mid?
Michael Joe.
Oh, this nigga with this.
Yo, he tripping.
I didn't bring it up. Okay, I didn't bring it up.
Are you really that? Yo, Pablo, seriously, what's up with you? You need a hug?
No, bro. I've been saying this for years, bro.
Oh, is it the weight loss? Hunger strike?
He not eating enough.
The level of oxygen to the brain.
You need a pork chop or something?
Hey, Doc, you need to send us some oxide tablets or something.
Stop eating them rice cakes and eat that plate that Gino had in front of her. I don't know what's going on with you right now.
Hunger strike? Let's talk.
You need your mama biscuit. You need your mama biscuit.
You need a turkey biscuit?
We can do this one day. That's all I'm saying.
You said Michael Jackson is mid?
We can do this one day if you really want to have this conversation.
I don't even think I want to waste my time on that. Like, seriously.
You know, All Deaf Digital, they got this thing. They in court and they doing a point. Like either Biggie or Tupac. We can do this. And Michael Jackson mid. I would debate it against anybody, and I promise you. You're going to see what I see when I'm finished.
So who do you think the king of pop is?
The king of pop? I don't give a damn about no king of pop.
So what makes Michael Jackson mid, though?
First of all, it's nobody to me. No, Stevie is one above all others. There's nobody better than Stevie Wonder. 2, Prince. Bro, Michael not even close to neither one of them 2.
Pop? I thought Prince was skating on rock and roll.
Bro, above all others, brother. I don't care what genre you in.
Well, I mean, if you say that, then that, I mean, I'm comparing.
No. Pop. If you want to do pop, what is pop?
Yeah, pop means popular. Pop means popular. Let's make that loud and clear.
Oh, then if we doing that, so unfortunately,
we're not doing none of that. We supposed to be talking about Neo Soul.
Where did she come on?
Yeah, Leo, you got disconnected, so we just went off on a rant.
Yeah,
I've been back on here.
I'm just saying. If y'all want to come on my
niggas,
y'all want to do it here, we can do it over there. I don't care where we do that, but I promise you're gonna see what I see. And you better bring your facts.
Oh,
and don't say he sold 30 million records for Thriller.
Leo, they got pulled into that light skinned nigga shit.
I see. I see. They got pulled right on in.
First of all, Leo.
He invited us. He invited us from the field.
He invited us from the field. Food.
He put some lemonade up top at the top of the steps.
Y'all motherfuckers drank the tea. It wasn't even 3 minutes.
First of all, okay, we not gonna act like this ain't Mouth fault. Okay, this is all Mouth fault. He was talking about
Pablo.
Some people that
can y'all hold up. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I said I wasn't gonna say nothing, but Pablo, I'm gonna swing on you. You got one more time in this live. I'm trying to enjoy this show, this program, and here you go.
We was over here having a time, wasn't we, friend?
I'm over here I'm there minding my business, reminiscing, and here you go.
And you know he's serious because he didn't say program. He said program.
It's a program.
First of all,
Now look here, Pablo. I let you slide. Wait, I let you slide on the Lauryn Hill tip because I agree. She only put out one album. She gets too much credit. That's where I agree. Okay, but we're not gonna sit here and play these Michael Jackson games. You understand what I'm saying to you?
He always want to say Michael Jackson.
You know how I feel about Michael Jackson. Why are you coming on here acting like you
But
surprised?
But he always
why
trying to
you
come from
even?
my hometown. Like I won't swing on
Why
him
you even
about
went down?
the G.
You got to chop him in his trachea about MJ. You understand what I'm saying?
Right in the throat.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know why he think I'm
Now when
play with
I don't. Here's the truth. Here's the truth, y'all. Here's the truth.
High bone. He ain't gonna be able to talk
People only compare Michael Jackson and Prince because they was both light skinned and out at the same time, and Michael Jackson was light skinned and on the technicality. Right? But here's the difference between the two, and this is why I don't know why people compare the two. Number one, Michael Jackson was way more of a perfectionist than Prince ever was. Prince put out 300,000 songs, and we only know 10 of them.
Facts.
Excellent musician, played everything, did everything, right? Respected all the world over, right? But Michael Jackson did not do that much work because of his perfectionism.
He ain't do a lot of work.
Because of his perfectionism.
Hold on, T-Rock.
But
Pablo,
and the motherfucker Prince lost me after Under the Cherry Moon.
That's my favorite movie. Pablo, stop your shit.
But let's not keep comparing the two of them because it's just a technicality. I don't know why people always do that.
I didn't compare them.
That's two different. You did.
You did compare them though.
I said Stevie and Prince is above all else. That's what I said.
And you
I ain't compared them two.
But you came in here with that. We still at the end of the day.
At the top.
At the end of the day, we talking about neo soul. So you stay in the confines of the program.
Thank you.
So that I can continue to enjoy the program.
Let's get back to
the next person you mentioned that ain't of the genre of the topic of discussion. You coming down off here, and I ain't got
out of this little box.
Put him out the room.
Okay.
So I can enjoy this program.
I was trying, okay, but they gonna act like Lauryn Hill was like that for real, and I couldn't.
We didn't. No, you came in and
we ain't say nothing about
No,
we been talked about Lauryn Hill before you came late, like Lauryn Hill.
Moses said,
you ought to like her a little more. Y'all got something in common.
I can't let that go. Lauryn don't have no skips. Lauryn has to skip on there.
Pablo, that's to you. You be arguing things that is an opinion. That's not a fact. That's your fucking opinion.
Leo, guess what? They argue back. All you gotta do is be quiet.
That's your opinion. That's what I have to learn about this one right here.
Leo, I'll cash up you $1 if you drop Pablo right now.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
At least when I do it, it's just to get on your nerves on purpose as a joke. Yeah, Pablo's serious. Pablo's dead ass.
Pablo be dead ass serious about
He's not letting up.
Only I'm serious about is Michael. Everything else is just a joke.
Oh my God. Anyways, back to Neo. So what we got on the list?
About Lauryn, you feel the same way about Angela Bassett being in. You feel a lot of things.
Everybody in the comments right now, just do a middle finger. Just do a middle finger to Pablo in the comments. Everybody just for that bullshit.
Can we get back on topic?
Tonight is Neo Soul, the sound of healing. Why did it disappear? That's what we talking about tonight. We're not paying Pablo no attention with all of the randomness that we ain't even discussing this stuff. Now let me look at my notes.
So
and see what's next on the
Mute Pablo's mic. Mute Pablo's mic.
We're in the parking lot. We're not even in left field.
King of Neo Soul.
You said what?
Who's the king of Neo Soul?
What?
Neo Soul don't do that. Like that's not a thing for Neo Soul.
Yes, it is.
No,
so you trying to tell me there's nobody above the rest of them?
anybody that is a true neo soul listener, none of us rank people like that. When you truly listen to neo soul, you can make the face all you want to, but if you talk to people who truly listen to neo soul, they have their favorites. But I ain't never heard a person say the king of neo soul. What the fuck are you talking about?
Put it this way, Michael Jackson ain't neo soul. Okay, we done got that off the table.
Go touch some grass. Talking about the king of neo soul. We don't do that over here.
Nope. Okay. You know what?
We don't do that over here, Pablo.
If you say, so everybody turn it back on now. Everybody turn it back on. That's crazy.
We don't do that in the neo soul space, okay? People talk about their favorites, but most of the time when you talk about neo soul, nobody ever really like. It ain't like R&B. R&B like this the king of R&B. Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Or the queen of R&B, or the queen of hip hop, or whatever. But most of the time, you never hear anybody say that in regards to neo soul. And we gonna reset the room. Why the fuck is my Palo Santo on my stage? Because I need clear this screen. This nigga came in here with the energy of rattling motherfuckers tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Where my sage at? I need to boing something. I got an incense over here.
Yeah, thank you.
Google said it's D'Angelo.
We might need to invite Christina on here just to level set the room.
Who said what?
Google said D'Angelo is the front
Google
runner.
is a white bitch.
Is the what? Is the front runner?
Yep, to be the one.
Man, I'm about to log off.
I'm just telling you what it says. It said D'Angelo.
Don't nobody use Google before
the last
directions,
time he even
goddamn.
had on a shirt.
Then that bitch might get you lost in. That's why people go to waves.
Let me clear this. Let me clean this energy right here.
Thank you.
Blow it in Pablo's face.
What is happening? Let it boing. This real neo soulish for me, but I'm finna let that boing. I don't know what's happening to Pablo tonight.
Yeah, hey, he done got that root that you talked about earlier.
Okay, somebody that put root on him. He done lost that little weight, got his head shaved. Now he can't think right.
That girl done buried her drawers in his front yard and covered it up with some dirt.
That motherfucking hair was keeping his sense in. He ain't got no hair.
She buried that nigga drawers in the front yard singing "Beat It."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I don't even take this, okay?
Not singing "Beat It." Listen, so we gonna move on to the Soul Sisters.
Hey, right. I want to ask you, Leo. When we talk about healing, it's an artist now that does neo soul. Neo soul is healing music, but I can't think of her name. Her name is it Tania J? I know you know who I'm talking about. Tania 9 or something like that.
I do know who you're talking about, but I don't remember her name. Tania.
She did a whole album, kind of like neo soulish meditation type.
Oh no, I was about to say Tony Jones, but Tony Jones, that's not neo soul. Tony Jones is definitely like affirmations and all of that kind of stuff, but she's not neo.
Is that how she pronounced her name? Tony?
Nah, it's literally Tony Jones, so that's probably not who you're talking about. I'm trying to find it because I've listened to some of her music before. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it. I know who you're talking about though. I've seen and listened to a couple of her songs. Is it just Tania though?
I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
But I think she got like the number 9 in her name too. It's Tania Major 9. That's her name.
Okay.
That's her name. And the album I'm talking about was called Major Mantras.
Major Mantras. Okay.
The whole album was about mantras, but she's that neo soul vibe with the healing aspect to it. As a lot of people now have referred to, have moved on to doing what do they call them, gems now.
Okay.
Chakra and all that.
Tiana Major 9.
Yeah, that's her name. Yeah, Tiana Major
9. Okay. I think I got one of her songs in my on one of my playlists. And I think it's Collide. I think that's the one that's on my playlist. It's Collide.
But she's not in this conversation about the women.
Because that's the one from Queen and Slim. But
right?
You said what?
She's not in this conversation about the women of the ladies of whatever you just said,
not
right?
The three, not the soul sisters, but she is neo soul though. He was saying that she does neo soul like meditation mantra music. So that's good to know though, because I'm gonna listen to
healing, for the healing.
Her album, Major Mantras. Okay. But let me move this over here just in case Pablo pop back on. With that little energy. He didn't step away. He went to go refill on his.
I think something else with neo soul is that you can find a song to cover any relationship problem, joy, any moment in a relationship.
Peace.
Any moment in a relationship. I'm sorry.
Damn, what was the one I listened to last night? I don't know if it's neo soul, but it was neo soulish. It was very it was real good. It was real good.
Hey Leo, did you ever give a definition of what neo soul is?
I asked for that earlier.
Well,
I gave the definition earlier.
Hold on. Stay in your corner, sir. Stay in your corner.
Earlier. I said, what is neo soul?
Oh, you know who is dope that we didn't mention? Tiffany Gaucher.
Yes, I love Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany is dope. She is dope. And then from the group internet, Sid is dope.
Yeah, I said the internet. I didn't just say Sid herself though, but I love the internet.
Yeah. That's my favorite. That's my favorite group.
Yes. But tapping into the Soul Sisters, they have listed Jill, India, and Erykah. Erykah once again as the Soul Sisters. But the one thing that I did not like was that they said that Erykah focused on sensuality, softness, and truth. Now she did focus on truth, but the sensuality and softness, it kind of wasn't there. Erykah's music wasn't about sensuality and softness. A lot of her music was about, growth and all of that kind of stuff, speaking truth. So I definitely can say Jill and India, but who would your third choice be for a trinity of the soulful sisters? My third choice would definitely be Angie Stone. Because she also talked a lot about like softness and support, all of that kind of stuff. So what would y'all's be?
I'm gonna match you. You already know, because she was also one of the more consistent of all those artists you mentioned. She was one of the most consistent. And honestly, quiet as it's kept, we wouldn't even have a D'Angelo to be Google to be lying about if she wasn't in the room. So that covers the men and the women right there.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
But the definition of neo soul is also sometimes called progressive soul. It is the genre of popular music that emerged in the late 1990s, heavily influenced by soul music, but with a more contemporary sound. It blends elements of funk, jazz fusion, hip hop, and even pop and rock, creating a distinct sound that's both soulful and modern.
So
That's the full definition.
With
I
that,
gave.
I looked up the definition also, and of course, Google also has some questions, and it said, "Why did neo soul end?" So is that part of this conversation that neo soul ended?
Neo soul ended in the same way disco ended, right?
I think it's just a matter of opinion.
Yeah, they basically you had artists
There
who
go your answer, Doc.
were what was that?
There go your answer.
But basically
The title
it
right
ended
there at the
because
bottom, Doc.
I told you I
the
joined late. I
artists
didn't see all that.
I think the artists all collectively felt like they were being boxed into, to a market, right? And so when you started to have the bigger names, the Erykahs and the Jills and so on, want to expand outside of that, it kind of broke the mold. And it was like, okay, well, why are we even calling it this? Uh, let's just call it soul. Why are we even calling it disco? Let's just call it dance, right? It basically generalizes the market a bit more for the consumer so that it's not so niche down that they can't appeal to other people.
Yeah,
That's really what I think.
so other people don't feel left out of a genre of music that they may not even understand to begin with.
Yeah, I think it's a
Because it may
marketing
not fit.
thing.
Yeah.
So back to my question: did it really end? I don't think so.
No,
Neo soul music is still being made. The
But it was
category
called
of
soul.
neo soul ended. Now
yeah,
we still call it neo soul because that's what we know to categorize it as.
Just like they try to call R&B pop.
Yeah. Like they try to mix those two a lot of times. And some of the hip hop they try to call it pop or rock, or they try to mix the genres now to where sometimes it's hard to figure out what's what anymore.
So who's the king of R&B pop?
We not talking about R&B pop. We talking about neo soul. What? Doc, do I need to sage you too? Do I need to incense you? Cause you start acting like this one is next to you.
Nah, I was trying to pull him back into the conversation.
Oh, okay. Because I'm about to say.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I didn't want to leave you out, Pablo.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Everybody welcome to the table.
So the reason that they had Jill and India listed as the soulful sisters was also because they challenged the norm as far as the look, the sex appeal of what people were used to. People had a standard when it came to the music industry, and Jill and India both were outside of that standard for most. And then not only that, they did a lot of redefining what love songs sounded like, because a lot of back in the day, the love songs was, the begging and pleading kind of situations, or what we talked about that 2 weeks ago. We talked about the love songs and the transitions and all of that kind of stuff. But now, with India and Jill, like T-Ron said earlier, Jill's Crown Royal on Ice. She had like so many songs on that particular album within itself. Just is a no skip to me. I'm gonna say to me. Okay. But it's a lot of within the music. Do you guys feel like their music, Jill and India, really, do you all feel like their music stood out in regards to neo soul and disrupting the beauty norms when it came to music in general, not just neo soul?
I would say disrupted beauty norm. I just think it was something different.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
I like a reintroduction where you have that one person that comes in every so often. That's a little heavier than the normal little girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Little thing.
Right. So that's the same thing. We saying the same thing. Disrupted the beauty norms because
But
most of the time
it disrupted it, but it also stayed the same because people, the casual fans, stopped checking for like Angie Stone and all them because a lighter version showed up, and it was okay because she was a lighter version.
So,
because even with that, Angie still doesn't get the credit that she deserves, and she hasn't gotten the credit that she deserves for the work that she's done in that sector of music. Like actually in all sectors of music, because it was so much that I didn't know that she had done in music until after she passed away, because she didn't get her just due.
I was going to ask that question after you finish talking. Do you think that we give the flowers to certain artists after they've deceased? They're deceased.
A lot of times they still don't get it then.
Yeah, but a lot of people do. Like Ray. Ray got his flowers after the fact. That's why that movie popped the way it did.
Yeah.
And then why wait until they gone? Give it to them when they can receive them and appreciate them, because waiting until they gone ain't gonna do shit for them. Like that's like if y'all wait to tell me, like I want to know now.
That's a whole nother topic within itself.
Yeah.
Just recently, like the Temptations or the Ozzy Brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like white people group like the Grateful Dead still been traveling for 800 fucking years and selling out states. You know what I'm saying? We don't support our people like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't support our
genre. Once they get old, we don't want to hear it no more.
Oh shit! Earth, Wind, and Fire still touring. They gonna be here this summer, and they sold the fuck out. I'm mad. But I get what you're saying. Like we don't necessarily like Frankie Beverly and Maze. Like they had never received, in all of the years that they've made music, they had never really received their just due. So when we talk about presenting people with their flowers and making sure people know that they are valued and appreciated, do it now, y'all. Don't wait.
So let me explain to you how I was speaking about that. So you got Earth, Wind, and Fire, and you got Frankie Beverly and Maze. Frankie Beverly and Maze, they're gonna come do the Fox Theater. Earth, Wind, and Fire can go do a stadium because they had white followers as well.
That part.
Yeah.
And when an artist
that's kind of leading into the next part of the conversation, was talking about why didn't it last? Why didn't Neo Soul last? But then also, is it really gone or is it just underground?
So what was the height? Like what was those years? What was the height of Neo Soul?
It was the 90s, right?
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
So what happened in the early 2000s?
Yeah. Late 90s, early 2000s.
So that's when crunk and all that came. Like people started, it got real aggressive in the 2000s, 50 Cent, everything like that. So all the singing wasn't soulful no more. It was all a part of, that sound of being aggressive, being the hip hop sound. So that cut it off a little bit too. And then that next generation, they're not in love. We see that now. They don't want no love.
I think it became twofold because they changed it to soulful, so they could add these white singers into that genre. They didn't have nowhere to put
like
them.
Robin.
So they changed it from neo soul to soul, so they can put these white folks in there and say, "Oh, they got soulful voices," but they're not neo soul, but they have soulful voices.
Right, because I don't know any black girl that's singing right now, like a serious vocalist, that what's the fat girl? Well, she ain't fat no more. What's her name? Adele can out sing. I don't know none. And Adele gets so the fact that Adele's residency sells out to this day, and all her music is slow and sad.
Right.
Listen,
and I don't know a single.
got a song that I love, but I'm like, damn, this song is sad. Like I can only listen to it as I listen to other music that's kind of slow paced. Mm-hmm. And it's called My Little Love. I think that's what it's called. But
and she's not untalented or anything, but
she's not. She's just not as
I don't know any sister that's out that she can hang with.
Yeah. It's rough. I think in regards to how
that definitely should be Erykah's residency. You understand?
Right.
Erykah over there. She over here having a time though.
So, all due respect to the Green Eyed Devil, can you hear 20 songs of Erykah in a night and be cool?
Yeah.
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 Yes.
That set list got to be perfection, because she has some songs where.
Let me tell you something. Erykah is one of the greatest live performers you will ever see.
If she shows up on time.
Her live show is amazing.
If she starts the show on time, yes.
Now she got her woman issue. She might be late, you know. She gonna put on the show.
Don't put that on women.
I mean, black and woman.
Because one time I went to an Erykah show. She was scheduled at 10. Erykah didn't hit the stage till 1. And then she still wanted to sing her in between songs and stuff. I said, "You go out and knock out these hits and let us go." People was walking out the show with their purses on. It was a Saturday night, Sunday morning. People had to go to church.
Wait. Hold on. Go back. Rewind.
Erykah, the show was Bilal, Common, and Erykah. Bilal had the people that was starting because people still buying their popcorn. Common came, he caught the people at the height of their energy, went through the crowd and all this everything. By the time Erykah came on at 1, everybody was ready to go, and people started to leave because she wanted to still sing the in between stuff. You know, I was like, just knock out these hits for us because you late.
What
worst show I ever been to.
That's late as hell for somebody to be performing
on a Saturday night, Sunday morning.
Oh yeah,
folks got church to get to.
Yeah, she playing with the Lord's time.
I went to see Eric Bellinger when he was here, and he had 4 people open up for him. I did not get to see Eric because
why do you have 4 openers?
Listen, the doors opened at 7. They started about 7:30, 8 o'clock. By the time 10:30, almost 11 rolled around, he still hadn't went on yet. Trevor Jackson was on, and he did a good job. Trevor did great. You know, he played the shit out of that guitar. But then even after Trevor, it was a break, and I was like, bruh. And there was a general admission standing room.
Nah, see.
Well, you know why? He was still going through TSA from wherever he was flying from.
No, we saw him walk in.
Oh, okay.
We saw Eric and somebody else walk in when they were coming in. So I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, that'd be a different situation. But overall,
see, you need to check the details of the ticket that you got. It's called CP time. Somewhere on there, it says CP time.
Now, because the concert that I just went to go see Sir started on time.
Line up
I'm gonna say a few minutes after. So, but anywho.
So when you went to see Eric Bellinger, how was Aisha? What's her name? Aisha? The girl? Was she on the show?
Wow. It was like two.
I know she didn't do all the shows, but I know she did some.
Oh, it was like 2 or 3 smaller, like, and they wasn't like local artists, they were just independent artists. Then he had Trevor. And I was like, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm ready to go. I've been standing in here for 3 hours. My feet hurt. I'm gone, okay? But the question is it really gone? Like, is neo-soul really gone, or has it just become more of an underground conversation or genre of music that we listen to now? Has it become more underground than the other songs and the other types of music that are more mainstream. Because when you think about what you hear on the radio, and I listen to the radio quite often, you very seldomly hear a lot of the neo soul music, and they don't even have a radio station that I know currently that plays a lot of neo soul music. I hardly ever hear anything new of Lettuce's on regular radio.
Now you gotta go to old nigga radio.
Down here,
the station
play
I listen to is the older radio station. So you don't hear anything new from Lettuce or Jasmine Sullivan or any of the R&B neo soul artists, like the bigger ones. I hear the same shit all day, every day.
Do you think streaming messed that up?
Huh?
Streaming.
No, just regular radio.
No, I'm saying, do you think streaming messed it up though? Because people don't listen to the radio as often.
I feel like radio should still be radio though. Like,
no, but here's a good point though, because if you listen to whether it's Spotify or iHeartRadio, I mean, any of those channels, I mean, who listen to the real radio? I don't.
Yeah, and that's cool. But the people who do still listen to real radio. Like, I listen to real radio, one, because I have passengers. And a lot of times I'm not finna be shuffling my music because it got cussing in it. I'm not.
Yeah, we ain't gonna have no 8-ball in there while you riding around town.
Baby, it's gonna be in my earbuds, okay? I'm still gonna be thugging. But if I'm riding around and whatnot and I'm listening to the radio, you very rarely hear anything that is newer, except for maybe like Coco Jones or Money Long. And I'm like, y'all play these songs out till people don't like to hear them anymore.
That's how radio
Leon Thomas. Like, I like Leon, but I'm tired of that fucking song.
They play the same 6 songs on the thing over and over.
Yeah, I'm so sick of that fucking song.
That's how radio has always been. So now that you have these subscription channels and Spotify and all that, that's why you got so many independent.
I happened upon the radio one time. I said the devil is a lie.
Need to change it.
I ended up changing it to the university's radio station just to not hear it.
After 2 o'clock here, so the morning time they don't really play a whole lot of like music. You get like snippets of the music in the morning because it's the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. So you get snippets of the songs.
Yeah.
But then like from 10 to 2, you get a good variety of music because that's the midday shit. You know, that's the midday where they're trying to keep people working. But from 10 to 11, you get an hour of commercial-free music, and they usually have a theme during that hour. So, like, it might be like songs with numbers in the title. So you get a whole bunch of different songs, old and new, with numbers in the title. And I like that because you do get neo soul, you get a little R&B, you get a little mixture of things. But I feel like overall radio is supposed to be that. It's supposed to be radio where it is exposing people to all of the music, not just subsections of the music, or it is about this much music that you hear when it's all of this out here.
That's what it is now, though, because also there are no more DJs. Everything is automated.
Yeah.
And all of the radio stations, even though they're different stations, quote unquote, they're all owned by corporate entities now. iHeart, what's the other one? What's the one that Radio One? All these companies, they all own, different stations now, and that's it. It's a conglomerate now, and so they're all pushing the same artists and stuff like that. Tying this back into neo soul, back in the day, people don't remember, but the reason that I Try, that Macy Gray song, became a hit was because Funkmaster Flex was the DJ at the time, and he put that song out in New York, and it caught on, and everybody's like, "What is this?" And it ended up being a thing, and that was a neo soul thing. He was a hip hop DJ, right? But because he had the listeners in the pool at the time, he could break people out, and they'd catch on like that, right? Yeah. So you don't have personalities like that on the thing anymore. You have the few morning shows, and that's it. It's not. There's no
radio is always people don't realize radio has always been safe or monetized.
Yeah.
The people, the music directors are not gonna go listen to Kenyon Dixon before somebody else listen to it. It's just like the art world. Somebody gotta say, "Oh, that shit is nice," for that shit to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna jump out on the limb and say, "Oh, let me play this song. This song's a fucking hit."
Internet radio though.
Let somebody come into their office and say, "Oh, we're gonna give you 4 tickets to this or 3 tickets to that to play this song."
Yeah.
It's crazy though, because like I feel like, you know, that's why like segments like Yours Mouth is important, because it does put people on to like the newer music, the music that most people will probably overlook or not listen to, or unless you really somebody that's really into music like that. Like I love people sending me random songs to listen to. Send me all the music because I'm gonna listen. Just like y'all.
And then to the average listeners, defense or the program director, there's so much fucking music coming out now because there's so many different platforms. Like 4,000 to 10,000 new songs coming out a fucking day. Well, Lil Johnny just made a song on his fucking laptop and then he don't put it out.
Yep.
So it's so much music. It's too much music to really process. Like I still find myself finding songs 3 to 6 months later after they've been out. You know what I'm saying? And be like, "Oh, this shit is really dope."
Yep.
A lot of it, like I miss when the radio used to be the place to go. So I'm really thinking as far as like neo soul and a lot of the other music that we used to look for is pretty much underground, because you know, when you're looking for it, that's kind of where you got to go. You can't find it on the mainstream things, or you can't find it in the places where you would look for everything else. And it's pretty much like how I feel like hip hop and neo soul have done not hip hop, but rap and neo soul have done kind of a flip flop, because a lot of the rap now is just like mainstream too. And neo soul has gone underground. Because you know, a lot of the rap and hip hop used to be the shit that was always underground.
Top 40 now.
Huh?
That's just like LL come out with a rap song. They're not playing it on the mainstream R&B hip hop station. They playing on the top 40.
Right.
On the Steve Harvey station. You know what I'm saying? Like,
automatically.
Right. It's just
like
it's
some of that shit.
It's just how they label the shit now.
We gonna, you know, and even how we find out about new music on other aspects, like TikTok is mainly how a lot of people get popular now, is because of TikTok and things like that. And so it's like, god damn.
And what sucks about that is that the part of the song that's catchy be the best part of the song. When you finally go listen to the full song, you be like, this ain't even good. It's that one part.
That's like that one song. And that part ain't even really good. It's just catchy. She don't
exactly
want to pick dog. That, like the rest of that song could have kept it. But it's a lot.
She's so popular.
Yep.
Way too popular.
Yeah, like internet radio, that's like the best bet to find something that nobody's really listening to. They're not handcuffed, you know, by
any way you get freedom to play what you want to play if you feel like it's good.
Yeah, get on that internet radio, y'all. Because Radio 1 owns both hip hop stations here. The one in DC.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I don't want to hear this song. So I go from one station and go to the other. It's the same exact song.
Same song. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm like, Radio 1, what are we doing? What are we doing here? And I know people that work there too. And I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? Yeah. They say it's nobody at the station. They literally just pressing buttons at this point. And I'm like,
yeah, back in the day, the local DJs, especially if you was a DJ in a major city, you had pull, you had influence. So it's a wrap on that. Nowadays, when you do get neo soul tracks from any singers, any type of talented singers, even young people coming up, it's their beat tracks. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna be a single. It's just something that they did that they enjoyed, but you kind of have to be into them and listen to their full project to know that they even go there. You know? So I don't know. I think it's sad. Music kind of mainstream music kind of and I think probably every generation says this though too. So there's something to that. You know, because the kids up today will be saying having this same conversations. They'll be like, "Hey, remember that Sexy Red? That was the good stuff."
Right. They like that trap R&B now too. So
right. With the R&B with the trap beats on them. Yeah.
Like, it evolved so much. Like it's literally, if you listen to like Black and all them, that's neo soul. It's just these kids' version of neo soul now. And we don't particularly care for it because sonically it's not what we're used to hearing.
Yeah, and it doesn't strike the nerve of nostalgia like. Even though there's a lot of artists we mentioned that were like, oh, we can give or take. If those songs came on a playlist, it would probably hit us all the same. Be like, yeah, let that play out. It wasn't my favorite song when it came out, but I need that right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think also the neo soul music had an energy with it. Like we don't pay it. Like I know that might sound crazy, but a lot of the music that we used to listen to had a different type of energy that came along with the music, not just in sound or how we felt when we heard the music. It literally was created differently. Like there was intentionality put into the music. So when you heard it, you felt it. I think a lot of what people create now isn't felt, which is why when we do have people that create the music in that old school kind of way with the intentionality and they really like hands on with the music, it makes a world of difference in how it's received and how you listen to it. So
we sound real studious tonight with the intentionality and the sonic.
Because it's for real. Because people really were intentional when they used to come up with
like,
music.
Okay,
back
Pablo
then.
with the sonic.
Sonically. And then also, I don't like the new kids literally taking the exact beat of something old. Like they'll take like a whole Musiq Soulchild song and then just use their words and like no, it don't have the same feel. What are we doing? It's not matching up for me. Like
yeah, the sampling is a little lazy these days.
Yeah.
And it's lazy, but also why you fucking with the good shit?
Right.
Especially if you're not gonna add nothing to it.
Exactly.
If there's no flavor to it, then why
Yeah.
Right.
If you're not gonna do it better.
Like
leave
yeah,
it
like
alone.
now I will say one person recently, it's been a couple of people recently that have redone some great songs or sampled some songs like October London.
He can't do no wrong for me yet. I'm
And
waiting for
October's boring to me.
I saw him in concert in
Yeah.
October.
Okay.
Of course you did.
I saw him in concert in October and he was amazing.
I think they put him so deep into the Marvin Gaye pocket that I don't know his sound yet. Like he bores me a little bit, and I'm just like, I can just go listen to Marvin and have a good time. But I think they put that on him so much.
His first album was heavy in that realm, but his second one isn't. His second one isn't that heavy in him sounding like Marvin or in that old school kind of tone. His second album is a lot more of what he sounds like. You know what I'm saying? But damn, what's the song he sampled? He sampled I think it's Hurry Up This Way Again. I think that's the song he sampled.
But that's what they did to
it's Hurry Up This Way Again.
They did the Bryson Tiller, Frank Ocean. They do it to a lot of people like that.
Yeah. He sampled Hurry Up This Way Again. And the shit sounds amazing. Sir actually redid Footsteps in the Dark, and that shit is so on point, and it's really one of them where like, okay, you ain't fucked this up, you know, because some people, they touch the song and then it be like, because like when Beyonce redid
that was trash. I already know
the
what you're
Frankie
talking about.
Beverly song, I was pissed for so long. Like, why did you do
Everybody was eating it up. I said, stop it.
Why did you do this? I wasn't a big fan of that. I was a really big fan though of like I said, October London, Sir. Somebody else redid a song recently, and I was like,
I think Coco
that's
Jones
good.
did a song.
Huh?
I think Coco Jones did one. I'm trying to remember.
But you know, when it comes down to that I love to hear a good sample. Like, I got a whole playlist that I started with samples that I'll be listening to and then catching. I'll be like, oh, I like that. And I know where that's from, blah, blah, blah. And I love that. But I also really, really enjoy music that sounds original. I don't know. Like, copying somebody's style to me just really ain't it.
Say that again.
I don't know. Now, granted, there's a difference between copying and being influenced by. There's a difference. But when we talk about literally copying somebody's style of music or their cadence and all of that kind of stuff, it's a lot different. I love when people create their own original sounds and original ways of music. Because then you could truly rock with their artistry then when you hear them over the other person. Like T-Ron said, as far as when October London first came out, they tried to push that Marvin Gaye on him so hard that he did. And then for a while you couldn't really tell like it was him or is this just like AI? Is this some AI shit or is this really him?
That part.
I definitely get it. I get it. But I hope we continue to find good music. Mouth is always bringing us great new music. We finna get into the new music moments here, so y'all can check out the new shit, the good shit, the amazing stuff that comes from none other than the Mouth. And then we up out of here, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this conversation. Y'all got something from it and truly, truly enjoyed what we brought to the conversation tonight in regards to Neo Soul and Pablo coming in here disrupting all of the flow like only a true light skin could. But we finna get into this new music moment and then we getting up out of here, y'all. So stick around and get your new music for your new playlist or to add to the one you already got. But we're going to go ahead and get some of the business out the way. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. We do not own the rights to the songs being played. This is for entertainment purposes only and not for profit. And in accordance with fair use, the music is credited to the various companies. All right. Now that we got that out the way, we finna go ahead and get into this new music moment. Y'all ready? Because I'm is. Here we go.
Yo, what's up? It's your man, The Mouth, and it's time for your new music moments. Right here on the Phat Girl Chronicles podcast. We're getting started off with an artist by the name of Ro and her new single called Stay. Right here. Let's go.
Cause amigo was my ego when I wanna see you. All the time, oversee it. Won't you ever meet? Only wanna give my time and the best of me. Say I'm running through your mind like a melody. It's
Brand new from Row, and the song is called Stay. Now I'm keeping it moving with a group by the name of Prison, and they're off the Candy Coded label. That's right, Candy. She has a group, and the song is called Cry For Me in your new music moments.
Right down to the Hawaii. Why would you go and make me your love? Going hunting on the fast track. Now you wanna backtrack, even though it's been some years. Yeah, past time is all we were.
Yes, indeed. The song is called Cry For Me. The song is called Cry For Me, and the group is called Prison. Now we're keeping it moving with this young lady, and she calls herself Nisha, the voice. And she simply wants to be loved by you in your new music moments.
Every day, every hour, I'm so crazy about you. If only you knew I would do anything and everything just to be loved by you. Woo! Every day, every hour, just wanna be loved by you.
Yes, indeed. That's Nisha, the voice, and the song is called Love by You. Now I'm getting into my single of the week. It's from a gentleman from the south side of the ATL, Mr. Slim from 112, and he calls this one Somebody to Love. It's your single of the week in your new music moments with your man in the mouth.
Keep your gas sweet, you a vibe, baby. No, she want it bad, but she really, really won't fuck the bag. With a kiss like I give you bands, babe. OCD, and she don't trust nobody else. Everybody left up, put it in, put it, keep your legs up. You call me when you really need me. What would you do without me? You know what's up with the round. Like a first kiss of a broken heart, babe. You just want somebody to love. You just want somebody to love. You just want somebody to love.
Yes, indeed, your single of the week from Slim of 112, and it's called Somebody to Love. Don't forget to also add that to your collection. And definitely go pick out Nisha, the voice, with her single called Love by You, along with Cry For Me from the group Prism off of Candy Coders label. And don't forget the artist by the name of Ro, and the song called Stay. Yo, this been your new music moments with your man in the mouth. Hope I added something to your musical collection, to your life. But yo, don't forget to follow me on IG at the_mouth247. That's the mouth 247. Yo, and don't forget to follow me everywhere else by the name of the_mouth moments. That's right, the_mouth moments. Yo, and don't forget, man, if you got something going on or something you need prepared for, something you need somebody to host, hit us up at PGC Media at the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. That's the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. We got you. And don't forget to check me out each and every night, 9 p.m. with your good night kiss. And it comes to you live on all my social media outlets, man. Yo, this been your new music moment. Hope I added something to your playlist. And like I always say, man, when I'm in, I'm in. And your boy the mouth, when I'm out, I'm out.
That was good. I never heard Anisha the voice, so I'm gonna have to check her out. But y'all, we want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Okay, we appreciate y'all for joining us each and every time we go live right here on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Hey, our Instagram followers, let me see who joined us tonight. Mr. Swag standing, none other than AKA Mr. Stretch Armstrong. What up, baby? We had our boo, Miss Ramita Lynn, in the building. The Queen Sings, Harlem Mindset, Blessed LG, and Miss Hollywood 313. We want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight over there. And once again, thank you to Sarkarius Media Group for allowing us to stream this on their platform. And to
y'all kicked me out. That's crazy.
You said what?
You know, y'all kicked me out.
You deserved it.
Yep. And then we let you back in. Okay, we just had to let you stand out in the rain, be scared of the thunder and lightning.
Treat me like cornbread.
Pablo, just remember when you do that stuff, life ain't no fun living on the wall.
Right. And I sent you 5 fingers individually. I ain't gonna tell you which ones I sent.
But make sure you all tune in next week. We got another hot topic of conversation. Hip hop's relationship with the streets. Is it a reflection or exploitation of what's really out there? Y'all like my little pictures I be doing for every episode? I think I be tearing it down.
Yeah.
I be having such a time creating the promos. But listen.
But we're gonna get Pablo head right for next week and let you know. You know, life's gonna be living off the wall. You're gonna be like my ex-girlfriend. I'm gonna tell you, you out of my life and beat it, nigga.
And then
I'm bad.
I got a special announcement coming up, but y'all will check it out next week because we got something real special coming up for July 1st. All right, y'all. We want y'all to stick around, stay tuned for all the amazingness to come with PGC. And, you know, make sure y'all follow us.
Stick around, baby.
On Facebook and join the Facebook group, the Phat Girl Chronicles podcast. We got a lot of conversations, a lot of different topics popping off over there.
Right.
And y'all need to be a part of what we got going on. All right.
That's right. Hang out with us, baby, because it's only human nature.
He finna hit you with all the song titles before we go back there. But I'm your girl, Leo Rochelle. We got Moses in the building. The Mouth.
Yeah, baby.
Pablo and our favorite licensed drug dealer.
Yeah, we need to change the name, Pablo. We do.
Hey,
we got to get up out of this thing. We appreciate
just say no to drugs. Just say no. Just say no.
We appreciate y'all. We got something coming soon from our licensed drug dealers, so stay tuned for that as well, y'all. But we're about to get out of this thing. Okay?
Yes, baby, you better be out of here, baby, because you want to be starting something.
Tuesday
at 8. Hey,
don't forget,
I see what you did with that one.
For the rest of the evening and the rest of the week, y'all, don't do it with your half-ass. Do it with your
dirty Diana.
We up out this thing. Okay, y'all. We love y'all.
The bargains were better anyway.
You gotta do it with your whole ass.